Hi guys and welcome to another video. Sorry for the lack of uploads. I have been very busy with work. Shocking कि मेरे से इंसान भी काम कर सकता है. But currently अगर आपने वीडियो का टाइटल देखा हो, so I really wanted to talk about this topic because as you guys must be knowing, or if you don't know by now, I used to be a OnePlus fanboy. I wouldn't exactly say fanboy, but I appreciated the brand. I really liked what it stood for and what it exactly did in the market because it was very unique. In fact, I might go as far as to say OnePlus used to be the top brand in terms of Android according to me. Like, no matter how expensive a Samsung's phone would be, I won't buy it. Especially because of that shitty default font they have, जिससे भाई पूरी इज्जत ही गिर जाती है सैमसंग के फ़ोन की, if you are asking me. But other than that, ठीक है, उनका stock software is very good and things like that. Now, even though this is not really my genre of kind of videos which I usually put, I felt like this channel emphasizes what I want to talk about and what I feel, and I am a technology nerd if you guys didn't know already. So I thought I might just share this as well if you guys are looking for a OnePlus phone or if you have ever come across one. But yeah, let's get into the topic because this is a very serious one, the downfall of OnePlus. If you guys didn't know, OnePlus was a brand which stood for value. And by value, I mean that in terms of cost, it used to be very low, and in terms of the value it provided for the cost used to be very high. And other than that, ठीक है, वो तो तुम्हारा marketing point हो गया. Another thing OnePlus did very well was innovate. I still remember OnePlus 2 जब launch हुआ था, it was way ahead of its time. Was it the best phone in the market? No, it wasn't. I've used it personally and उसका screen के saturation wasn't that good. And there were certain factors which weren't as good in terms of what it was as a product, but there were good things about it as well. जैसे कि उसमें laser autofocus था, which you find on the OnePlus 9 Pro now. उसमें आपको fingerprint scanner था, which was very rare at that point of time. It also had Type C when 90% of the Android industry was working on micro USB. So, if you ask me, it was a huge, I would say, thought process that went into that phone because OnePlus tried to innovate. It wasn't just like every other brand we come across, and that's what I usually hate about Xiaomi, Oppo, and things like that, brands like that, because at least at that point of time they had their perspective set. In terms of Xiaomi, it was that हम सबसे सस्ता फ़ोन निकालेंगे, हमें फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, सबसे सस्ता बेचेंगे, इंडिया में मिल जाएगा. Whereas Vivo and Oppo were kind of like the same thing, offering the same thing. It was basic Chinese brand phone. And that is what I feel OnePlus has adopted right now, and that is why I'm very disappointed because OnePlus, the brand that stood and had its own identity in the market, is now turning into something which is absolutely crap. Oh wait, okay, I might be exaggerating it a bit, but yeah, let me just talk about it, and if things do make sense to you, do hit the like button and do tell me what are your views on it. So first is the sheep mentality. As I was talking about OnePlus as a brand who innovates, उनके फ़ोन के जो स्टाइल होते थे, they used to be very different. OnePlus 3 had a very unique look, even 2, even 1. The only time they tried to copy a look was actually OnePlus 5, and they got a backlash for it because it was almost a direct copy of iPhone and most of the Oppo phones that were being released at that point of time. And they got a backlash and then they tried to innovate again. But now, if you see OnePlus 9, you're not gonna think of it as a brand new phone. The cameras look very identical to iPhone. It's a blatant copy, I would almost say, in terms of the shape. And other than that, अगर तुम फ़ोन को देखो, तुम्हें कुछ वो लुक एस्पेक्ट से यूनिक नहीं लगेगा, which is my first disappointment. Second of all, yes, it is a good phone, no doubt. It has the best specs in the market, no doubt. But other than specs, there are things that matter. Everybody can provide you the same dish, but why would you choose a certain brand over another in terms of that dish? Makes the brand identity. And that is what I feel OnePlus has lost, because they gave us everything what one could ask for in a flagship device, top specs and everything. But in that race, they lost their innovativeness. For example, there is nothing OnePlus has innovated in terms of the 9 series, I would say, because I'm focusing more on the 9 series, because obviously OnePlus used to be a brand that went for cost effectiveness and giving the best performance possible. Hence, I don't want to focus on the 9 Pro, but I'll come back to it. And that is what I want to talk about. Ki you cannot tell me anything about the 9 series that is so damn unique, which would compel me to buy a OnePlus phone. Of course, there are things like Hasselblad के साथ जो इनने partnership करी है, which अगर तुमने इतनी partnership करी, you're boasting so much about it, why isn't your camera the best in the market? सिंपल बात है, नहीं है. They're talking about कि हमारी 3 year partnership है, next 2 years में hardware design आएगा. How does that fucking matter? When I'm talking about this damn phone, there is nothing done in terms of innovation by Hasselblad in the camera. So why are you boasting about it? कलर्स का करा, और वो भी मैं जब रिव्यूज पढ़ रहा हूँ तो मुझे यही पता चल रहा है कि कलर्स भी वॉश्ड आउट हो रहे हैं. देयर इज नो एक्यूरेसी इन थिंग्स, देयर इज नो कंसिस्टेंसी इन थिंग्स. देन व्हाट्स द पॉइंट ऑफ हैविंग दैट पार्टनरशिप? इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ट्रैश. सो व्हाट आर यू एग्जैक्टली सेलिंग टू द पब्लिक? योर ओन सॉफ्टवेयर? तो वो तो भाई फिर व्हेन यू आर क्रिटिसाइजिंग एप्पल ऑन एवरी सेकेंड स्टेप, देन you are turning into one. Your software is the only unique thing about you, and that is because you just don't add extra shit and you have the shit that is already available to you. So there's barely any innovation that way. And let me talk about the Indian market. Now, when OnePlus started, it really focused on Indian market. Like, I still remember OnePlus was one of the few phones जहाँ पर India के market में it was comparatively cheaper as compared to America or even the other countries. And it was the best phone of value in India. But if we look at the OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro, OnePlus 9 Pro's main boasting feature is its fastest wireless charging ever, which is a very good thing. I would love that. But it's not available in India. Wireless charging available ही नहीं है. तुम इतना बोस्ट कर रहे हो इस चीज़ के बारे में, एंड उसके बाद भी तुम उस चीज़ पे हमें डिस्काउंट भी नहीं दे रहे हो. यू आर जस्ट पुलिंग ऑफ एन एप्पल, थिंकिंग यू आर एप्पल, बट यू आर नॉट एप्पल. जिस कंपनी को तुम क्रिटिसाइज करते हो उसी को तुम कॉपी करने लग गए जस्ट बिकॉज तुमने फ़ोन के बॉक्स में चार्जर डाल दिया. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि तुम उससे अलग हो गए. आई बिलीव लाइक सिंस देयर वन ऑफ द CEOs left, I believe like OnePlus has turned from a people's company into a company that is controlled by its marketing team, because that is what the current scenario according to me actually is. Now, as I've been talking about degradation, as I told you, first is no wireless charging in India. Let me come back to this point, because again, there were people who have asked OnePlus for the same thing कि भाई वायरलेस चार्जिंग क्यों नहीं प्रोवाइड करेगी, एंड देयर सिंपल रिप्लाई वाज दैट हमने देखा मार्केट में इतनी नीड नहीं थी इसकी, जिस मार्केट में हम करें तो हमने हटा दी. किसने बताया तुम्हें? हमारे टाइम पे आई स्टिल रिमेंबर OnePlus यूज्ड टू डू पोल्स. देयर CEO यूज्ड टू डू पोल्स ऑन ट्विटर to understand if the public needs the headphone jack or not, and when the public voted they needed the headphone jack, they actually kept the headphone jack. That was actually listening to the customers. Wireless charging is soon to become a future crucial need. How the fuck can you remove it from your fucking phones, especially one of the phones who has it as their best feature? That's absolutely absurd to me. Then you look at OnePlus 9. It has a polycarbonate frame. This is the OnePlus 6T. It has a aluminium frame. मतलब इतना क्या तुमने बजटेड कर दिया, इतनी क्या तुमने कॉस्ट कटिंग कर दी कि तुम्हें पॉलीकार्बोनेट फ्रेम डालना पड़ा, दैट टू इन अ 50,000 rupees phone. That is way above the premium territory. You shouldn't be providing a polycarbonate frame. That was available in the OnePlus Nord, half this price. How can you justify putting that frame when you're putting it in a cheaper phone which was launched by you 3 years back? It doesn't make sense to me. Optical image stabilization is not available on OnePlus 9. Why? क्यों नहीं है भाई? मेरे 60 में है, ये तो 43 का था जब मैंने खरीदा था. It has optical image stabilization. Why did you remove it from your phone, which is 10,000 rupees more expensive, even though you have not put any new shit in that phone that would justify that price? So you can see, just to make the OnePlus 9 Pro compatible to buy, they degraded their actual highest selling phone, I would say, which would cater to the higher public, that is the OnePlus 9, without the professional model. And that is extremely disappointing from my side, because that again shows the fact that OnePlus is here just to earn money by getting a premium rather than what they claim, which is we listen to our audience, we cater to our audience needs, we very specifically cater to their needs. That is all load of bullshit. And that is another thing why I'm actually sad about what OnePlus has become as a brand and as a brand identity. You can see Vivo innovating it in its new phone, even though Vivo knows कि उनका camera best नहीं होगा. They invented the gimbal mode or gimbal, I don't know how they exactly say it. But the point is they innovated. Not many companies have that feature, because that is a unique feature to that company, and OnePlus has nothing like that. क्या बस एक लेंस करेक्शन का तुमने वो डाल दिया वाइड अल्ट्रा वाइड में, बट जो बाकी कंपनीज के पास अल्ट्रा वाइड है दैट इज स्टिल बेटर, दैट इज स्टिल नॉट एज डिस्टॉर्टेड कि तुम्हें उसके लिए एक ऐसा फीचर डालना पड़े जो एक्सट्रीमली यूनिक हो जाए. सो बेसिकली अनदर बुलशिट पॉइंट. So that is what I feel is disappointing about OnePlus. I know that OnePlus 9 will sell very nicely, even the Pro model, but I don't feel it's worth the money. This is the first time I've ever said like something like this about OnePlus, that their phone is not worth the amount you're paying. You are putting shit features such as over extra cameras like the black and white camera or the macro lens, which cannot even work that nicely. So I don't understand the point of putting them if you're not even going to make them work properly. Black and white camera की किसी को आज तक ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी, but that is the OnePlus style. This has another camera which is practically useless because all it does is gather depth, but that doesn't even help that way. So I don't know what is exactly the point of the second camera or whatever camera they are putting. So basically what we see is OnePlus trying to cash in on their brand value now. They consider themselves to be Apple of India. Alright, at least I would say from the India's perspective, because we are the ones who have faced the worst in terms of what OnePlus is actually offering. I also want to talk about the OnePlus band. I know this video is going on that long, so you can probably finish it by now, but if you're interested, I want to talk about the OnePlus band, not about the watch. I can assure you it will have some of the features that are unique to OnePlus, but if you see reviews about the band, everybody will tell you the same shit, which is कि इस watch में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है which would make it identify as a OnePlus watch, except the branding. The band was only made to earn more profits in order to make a better OnePlus watch in the future. That is the only purpose of the band. I'm sorry if any of you guys have bought the band thinking कि हाँ भी OnePlus का है तो बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए, but to be honest I feel like it's absolutely shit and it shouldn't be in the features that OnePlus is offering. So yeah guys, this was my video talking about the downfall of OnePlus. What I believe is if OnePlus tries to pull this shit again, similar to the one they have pulled in the 9 series and in the previous series as well, even though not as much, they will definitely lose the market they're currently targeting at or looking up to, and soon they will be treated just like another Vivo phone, at least the budget one, or should I say the Redmi phone. Yeah, something like that. Right now people will still buy the phone because of the brand identity it has, which is OnePlus. But if you don't have a brand identity, you don't have a loyal audience. And that is why I feel OnePlus is starting its downfall. Anyway guys, if you agree with the video, if you agree with the points I've made in the video, do let me know in the comment section below. I'm sure and I would love to hear your thoughts on the same thing. And what do you think that any kind of suggestion that OnePlus can actually listen and adhere to, at the same time improve the things they offer along with the device. So guys, that will be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you soon. Also another thing, I'm most probably this is gonna be my last OnePlus phone for a very long time, because again, as I said, I'm very disappointed in the company and I'm switching to an iPhone.